Hi guys, and thanks for joining me today. Welcome to my little homeless, clanless village. I got kicked out of ClashBabes last night, and the reason behind that is they were doing a 50 versus 50 matchup, and I had the privilege of chatting with some of the girls from ClashBabes on their arranged war they're currently setting up. So here's an opportunity of a preview and to meet some of the ClashBabes. I have a chat with them. You'll also notice during the discussion that I managed to get ODB's name wrong. It's actually ODB, not QDB. So every time I say QDB, it's actually ODB. And she corrects me, and rightly so. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoy the preview. The war should be pretty fun. We'll tune in afterwards once they've had the war, see some of the attacks, watch the replays, see who wins, and find out the gossip. Stay tuned, listen in if you like, subscribe if you don't like. Don't. Thanks very much for joining me today. On with the show. Okay, so I'm really blessed to be in a room with three women, and they're all from ClashBabes. And we've got Queen AZ, we've got QDB, and we've got Blondie. I was just going to ask Queen Az, or Queen, what would you rather be called? What do you want me to refer to you as?
I actually changed my IGN to Jet Blackheart.
Okay.
A lot of people, they don't want to let go of the Queen. So whichever one you prefer.
We'll call you Jet. How does that sound?
That sounds excellent.
Okay. So hi Jet. I was just going to ask quickly, how did ClashBabes come about?
Well, last July, some girls got together and thought that it would be fun to start an all-girls clan and, just get all of the girls of Clash together and go up against the boys and have some fun. And it's just really grown from there.
And how's it been with your wars and stuff like that? Have you been winning?
Well, it's just like all wars. We win some and we lose some. Our last war was, it was epic. It was like 2 months of planning and hype. And when it came right down to the ending, we were actually ahead on percentage. And we just needed that 1 point to win. And we didn't get it. But, that happens. It was still an awesome learning experience and a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's kind of Clash of Clans for you, right? So I'm guessing you're loving this you're obviously from completely different clans and then you just come together for these arranged wars, is that right?
Yeah, that's the fun thing about ClashBabes is during the month, everyone is in their home clan. And, we get together one time a month and we call it kind of like our spa getaway sleepover that we get to smash boys at.
I love it. Okay, so how do these arranged wars happen? So just say we've got some people listening or watching, and they're not quite sure how these arranged wars actually come about. I'm guessing you're kind of the brain behind this. How does it work out for you guys? How do you set it up?
Well, I actually go about it a couple of different ways. Sometimes there are clans who want to take us on, and so we kind of accept their challenge and put them on our roster for future matches. I think right now we're booked up through August. And sometimes we do fun events where, like Valentine's Day, we did Win a Date with a Clash Babe.
Wow.
And we put out a Google form for all of the guys that wanted to apply. They put their information in, and then I chose the matches from that and made the clan up from all of those. So yeah, it's a fun thing that you can do several different ways of matching and come up with a different dynamic every time.
So how did that work out then? What was what kind of response did you get?
Oh gosh, it was overwhelming. I mean,
Really?
the guys love to take on the babes. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, it's something so different. I mean, I bet whenever Supercell set the game up, they had no idea or there was no sort of inkling that this sort of thing could happen, and yet you guys have basically, of your own accord, set this up. I think it's brilliant. You obviously enjoy it, right?
Oh, we love it. And, I really do wish Supercell would move more towards being able to make the arranged matches happen within the game rather than having to manipulate the system.
That's one thing we sort of, struggle with in the past. So you've got So in order to set up a war, what have you got to do?
Yeah, it is a lot of work. The way I do it is we have a GrootMe group, and I make a calendar event, and everyone that wants to war opts in. And then I take all of those weights and put them on a spreadsheet, and then the opposing clan has to match all of those weights.
It sounds like a lot of work. So first of all, you got to understand you've got to be a good organizer, which I'm guessing pretty much probably comes in your nature. But you're gonna have to understand base weights, which is pretty critical to the game, right?
Oh, it's absolutely critical. Even if you have uh, a 3 point difference, it can throw the entire match off.
So what do you kind of look at? Do you look at top and bottom weight, or do you look at the weight throughout the clan?
You really have to look at overall weight. It's changed so much since the last update that used to you could get away with a little bit of a difference at the top, but I like to keep it more of an overall, completely down the roster match. Like if you've got a 68, you want to match it with a 68. You can go with a 67 or you can go with a 69, but if you get too many of those across the board, like if one clan has a lot of 68s and the other one has a lot of 69s, the other clan can end up being too heavy for the total weight to match.
And then you'll end up getting some random farming clan or something, or another flipping. Last thing you want is a hardcore war clan or something, you know?
Yes, usually it ends up being a farm war clan. We've only missed twice, and it was with the same clan. And I think a lot of the problem was that we had a lot of 0.5s in.
Yeah.
And it really messed everything up.
So what are you looking for in this one then? What's the deal with this war coming up? What can people look forward to?
Oh, they can look forward to lots of epic attacks, probably lots of Valks this time. I'm trying to get everyone to kind of steer away from that and stick with, the basics. But right now, the Valk spam is happening.
It's a big deal right now, isn't it? So, but what's the name of the clan? So we're going to be looking at. I'm guessing I'm currently in your clan, which I'm really grateful for. Thank you for having me. And I'm guessing you're gonna be searching pretty soon. But who are you hoping to match?
We are going to be matching the Ottawa clan.
Right, and what's the deal with those guys? Why or girls? Why do you want to match them?
Well, actually, the Glow from Born as Ghosts told us about them. They matched them in Born as Ghosts, and it was a really competitive war. And he brought them to me and said, hey, they're interested in having a match. And I looked them over and I said, I think that would be a good match, a lot of fun, very competitive. Everyone's going to be bringing their best game and their best bases.
So you've basically chosen the best female players from the game, or rounded them up and accumulated them into ClashBabes. Is that accurate?
No, actually, the only requirement to be a ClashBabe is to be female. We look at it more as a fun aspect than, you've got to be a perfect 3-star player. Of course, we want everyone to do their best and 3-star, but if you don't, then that's fine too. It's really more about the teamwork and the spirit of fun and sisterhood.
I love it. It's great. It's a great way to be. And I'm just going to ask, and this is purely my own curiosity, what's your demographics? So what's your breakdown of the clan? Is it mainly? I mean, I'll give you mine. I'm a dad, and I've got 2 kids, and I've got a wife, and I look after the house. I've got time for Clash. But what's the deal with the girls in the clan? Are they mainly moms, or are they are they singles, or what's the story with them?
Well, that's the great thing about ClashBabes is we have every demographic. There are. I'm 44. I've got 3 kids. I'm single, We've got married people, we've got single people, we've got, I think our youngest is probably 19. We do prefer people to be adults. And we've got people from all over the world. So it's just a huge melting pot of women that, are joined together with a common bond.
I think it's really great. It's almost, it's amazing how a game can create a community or make people feel valued regardless of where they are, and we got a couple other girls on here. We've got Blondie and we've got QDB. Guys, you want to just quickly introduce yourself there? QDB, should we go with you first?
ODB.
Oh, sorry. Where have I got? I'm clearly okay. Let's edit that bit out. ODB, do you want to go first? What brought you into ClashBabes?
Well, I came in, I think, on the first one last year. A friend of mine from a clan I was in before, he had met Jamel on Global, and she was looking for babes to come in and do this first scrimmage, and he hooked me and Hilda up with her, and we've pretty much been there ever since. It's been a blast the entire time.
It's great. So you've been there pretty much from the start. And what about you, Blondie?
I've only been a part of the Babes for a couple of months, like maybe the last 4 months. I've been in the last 3. This will be my 4th monthly scrimmage that we've done. And it's so much fun. I love the support that we get from each other. I mean, we only get together once a month to actually war together, but we have a GrootMe chat that we're all in all the time. And it's just a great resource to support each other in the game and in life. And it's just a really great group of ladies. And I'm so blessed to be a part of it. It's really fun.
I love it, right? And I hope that some guys from Supercell listen to this and they totally understand where you're coming from with regards to why you've set this up. There's a couple of things which I think they could really take out of this. And the first thing would be that a lot of the communities crying out for arranged wars and they want the ability just to set up wars, which would be great. But actually, if they look at their game, and I guess, as I said earlier on, it's something that they didn't expect to do, was to bring people and women from across the world together into a clan to have clan wars, and I think that's something pretty special. And as you said, you touched on it there, Blondie. You mentioned about support each other, be together and fight guys. I think it's something really, really great, and I'm really thankful that you guys brought me in to, we could do a session on this. So, do you think you're going to win this one?
Oh, of course.
We're always confident.
And so these guys, so what's their kind of win ratio of the guys you're fighting against? Is it guys, girls? Is it a combination of both? What you fighting against?
It's all males.
So you want to win, right? You want to wipe the floor with them.
Oh, we always want to smash the boys. Always.
I love it. Okay, so thanks very much for taking the time to talk to me. And afterwards, we'll get together again. We'll talk about the attacks. We'll run through some of, the highs and lows of the war, and we'll just go through a quick preview. And I'll hopefully do a recap for you guys, a really sweet recap where you can sit back and enjoy the raids and take some, learning from it, because I'm in no doubt there'll be some great attacks.